really, I guess the thing to talk about most is, let's go back to team for just a moment, because if there's one thing I want everyone to take away is look for those stocks that are not at their highs, but their RS lines are. And that's like your big tell that this is something that definitely needs to go on your watch list. And so Adobe and Microsoft are in our portfolio of long-term leaders. Now, MasterCard is getting less support. In fact, it's gone through its 10-week. So, Mike, from a long-term leader perspective,
Yeah.
what do you think about MasterCard right now?
Let's go to monthly because that's what's important. For a long-term leader, you don't want to look at the daily because you'll be shaken out. And on this, look at that relative strength line. That's what
Yeah.
you're focused on. Lots of times, the long-term leaders doesn't mean it goes up in a straight line. It's going to form bases along the way. So you look at how it's handling itself relative to the market, and look at the relative strength line is doing nothing wrong.
Yeah,
So
great.
it did get ahead of itself. So if you don't own it, it doesn't mean you rush out and buy it. But if you've held it, you don't sell it. And we have it on leaderboard, and we're not doing anything with it because it's not doing anything wrong.
I'm
Yeah, go
sorry.
ahead.
I just want to go back to the weekly chart for MasterCard too, and talk about for people that bought when the stock broke out in November. Again, this has been a long time holding on leaderboard, so we have the luxury of waiting for a pullback and see what a test of the 40-week looks like. But when the stock broke out in late November last year, yeah, I mean, this to me looks like a sell signal with the decisive break of the 10-week moving average. So it really depends on what your profit cushion. And if you bought in late November, you probably have reason to take some gains.
Yeah, that's
that's a great point.
excellent point. And so what I would say right now is, typically I want to wait until the end of the week before making my final sell decision. But there's nothing that can, stopping you from, let's say, maybe selling half the shares right now.